Hey guys, what's going on? It is Minifigure here to bring you guys another awesome video. Today we got another custom LEGO Star Wars minifigure review for you guys today. And before we go ahead and get into it, I want to make sure that if you guys are brand new to the channel, don't forget at the end of the video to like the video, comment, give me guys your feedback, subscribe to the channel of course, and don't forget to check out my media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, don't forget to drop by my Patreon page as well, see if you guys want to help support the channel, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. Today, I got a very special minifigure review for you guys. This is another review of figures from TheWolfpackCustoms, and today I'm going to be doing a double minifigure review. I have not done this with the TheWolfpackCustoms products yet, so this is going to be a very, very special review. And these customs are near and dear to my heart, as they're also commissions that I requested from the TheWolfpackCustoms. I've pretty much done reviews of only commissions minus the Inferno Squad pilot. That was a custom that he had already made. But getting down to the actual review. Today, these characters are going to be from the Star Wars Unleashed, the Force Unleashed video game, as I already stated earlier in the video. On the left, we have Starkiller, who is the clone of Galen Merrick, who is the main character in the Force Unleashed 1. Starkiller is the main character in the Force Unleashed 2. He's just a clone of Galen Merrick. And on the right, we have General Rahm Kota, or Jedi Master Rahm Kota, who later, he was one of Galen Merrick's adversaries in the first game, who later became his Jedi mentor when he turned away from the dark side. A little bit of a spoiler if you haven't played the game yet, but the game is so old now, chances are most of us who know about the Force Unleashed universe have already played the game. So, getting down to it, if you guys want to purchase these figures and add these figures to your collection, once again, don't forget to check out these links from the TheWolfpackCustoms to message him. These were commissions that I requested from him, and all of these links will be in the description. But getting down to the review, you guys, I'm going to review, let's see, Starkiller first, because Starkiller, this figure is just amazing. Oh, before I go ahead and get into him though, I want to let you guys know a little bit of fun facts. Rahm Kota was originally going to be debuted into Star Wars canon, at least in the Rogue One film. However, Disney at the very end cut it out because they didn't want another lightsaber duel in the Rogue One films, and eventually he ended up being replaced by Chirrut Imwe, and it actually was a better replacement for the way that the film went, and overall Rogue One was just a fantastic film. Now, a little fun fact about Starkiller, his reverse wielding of the lightsabers, as you see him here, was a bit of a sort of precursor to the reverse wielding lightsaber techniques that we saw out of Ahsoka Tano later on in the Clone Wars. And like I said before, the Force Unleashed came out before the Clone Wars, at least the second Clone Wars TV series did, where Ahsoka Tano was debuted. So I would like to think that they got this out of her reverse wielding the lightsabers from him, but you know, chances are I'm a little bit off on that. But I know that they did that for him because they wanted to have the gamers experience the element of actually seeing the lightsabers while actually committing the movements in the game, instead of the traditional way where, you know, you're looking at the character in third person perspective from behind them, so you can really see the lightsaber. So that was a nice little change up for them. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and get on to the review. Enough of my little rambling and fun facts. So let's go ahead and get onto the figure. I'm going to go ahead and take out his lightsabers real quick. These are just two standard medium chrome lightsabers, so nothing too special there. But I'm starting off with Starkiller because of all the immense detail that went into him. This figure retailed at $24 USD and has a lot of detail. We have a standard black hairpiece here, along with a standard frown head. And yes, I know that the eyebrows are dark brown and don't match the hair, but that's perfectly fine. I think it actually kind of blends in well with the character, even though it's mildly inaccurate. If we look at the back here, I have no rear head printing. There's no dual face printing here, so it would have been a surprise if I got the custom with that. Now, getting back on to, while we're looking at the rear here, you can see There is a lot of chrome detailing. Actually, that's more or less like a steel-ish kind of detailing for his armor piece. This is the garb that he wore at the Battle of Camino. So that was kind of a mix of ceremonial robing slash battle armor. As we can see through his arm patterns right here, we have a little bit of tan here going across the arms. And then we also have some of the black that's integrated into the sleeve. We also have the chrome metallic, actually that's more or less metallic, yeah. Steel metallic van braces, almost painted van braces. Then we have the 3D elements of the shoulder pads here. Then we have the cloth 3D elements below the torso here, which is painted. All of this is pretty much painted, guys. None of this is printed. We have the primary chest armor here that actually has some blaster fire, I'm forgetting the term for it right now. Some blaster runoff, I should say, or just some denting from the blaster fire. That's pretty cool. We have the pockets right here on the waist, and we also have a painted belt buckle, and then we have a 3D belt buckle that is added to the legs right here. We have a kind of a 3D cape that goes, it's more like a tunic. Yeah, it's a tunic that wraps around the rear right here as well as the front. We also have some leg markings, which is kind of covered up by the tunic, but that's not a problem. I can't exactly take off the legs without this actually coming off. It's actually attached to the legs itself, so can't really get a good look at that. But we do have some markings on the legs right there for the knee pads, and then we also have some brown painting that is full, covers the legs in full to show off the boots. Now, getting on to the second figure, guys. I know it took a little while on Starkiller, but there's a lot of detail that went into him. There was a lot of detail that went onto this figure as well. Here is Rahm Kota. I'll give you guys a full look at the figure before going back into the face here. A lot of details on the face, you guys. Unlike Starkiller, there's a lot of detail that went into the face of this figure, and I'm very impressed with it. You have his battle scars that just look amazingly awesome. You have the little frown. He got the eyes right with having the white out pupils, similar to how Chirrut has that. Although the Chirrut Imwe is printed, this is not. He actually put those dots on to white out the pupils to show that he is blind. The hairpiece, I believe, is from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's one of those black hairpieces from Will Turner, I believe, and he just painted that sort of a grayish material, which looks absolutely great. You got the battle scars right. He got the eyebrows. The eyebrows on this figure as well as the goatee match, which is really, really good. Next, we have the mild 3D sort of shoulder pads right here with a little bit of markings right here. These are actually scuff marks from battle. Same thing with the chest armor. All of that's painted on, by the way. The strap right here is a 3D element, a cloth 3D element more or less. And this could have been brought out more. There could have been a lot more detail like we saw on the Shriv minifigure. There could have been a little bit more elements like that, but that's perfectly fine. There's no detailings on the back, but we do have a couple more markings on the back here on the armament. Now we have a full tunic on him going around the legs right here. Let me go ahead and remove the lightsaber for you. And this is also a medium chrome and a kind of darker green lightsaber hilt for him. Standard lightsaber hilt, by the way. Now, we have a full tunic that wraps around the legs, and no real markings on the legs, unlike Starkiller. Yeah, there's not even any boot outlines on here. Actually, yeah, there is. So, if you guys can tell, there is kind of a medium dark reddish outline for the legs, and we have also the dark brown pants to show that he has boots on. So that is that. Now let me go ahead and set up the figures again for you guys to give you my final analysis. Okay everybody, here we are back with my final thoughts on both these minifigures. Now I reviewed both of them and I specified a lot of the details on both of these figures. I watched as these figures were being made, So I liked all the details that I saw enough to say, yes, this is the final product. I really want these. So that's when I got these figures. Overall, these figures are fantastic. Could there have been some more extra details added to Kota? Absolutely. But both these figures are very, very detailed. They resemble both characters really well during that phase of the game, and they're just really awesome customs. I'm looking forward to using both of these in MOCs. Overall, after tinkering around with some of these figures a little bit, I'm able to test durability and accuracy. Fantastic, 5 out of 5. Durability, also 5 out of 5 so far. And durability is the same thing as playability, in my opinion. So that would be a 5 out of 5 for those of you who consider that a separate category. And lastly, in regards to just overall custom work, could there have been extra detail? Kota, like I said, absolutely. But Starkiller was perfect. So I'm going to say 5 out of 5 on Starkiller. Kota, 4.5. Overall, both figures are fantastic. I definitely highly recommend having both of these figures made and added to your collections, guys. Both of these characters are really near and dear to my heart personally, and they're just really awesome characters. If you look at the cutscenes from The Force Unleashed 2, if you also have played the game, you guys know how awesome Kota is, as well as Starkiller. Not Galen Merrick so much, but Starkiller as a whole, so I'm definitely feeling good about the character. So that's my analysis on these two minifigures. I definitely would recommend them. I'll have the links in the description for the Wolfpack Customs so you guys can order these figures for yourselves and see the additions, the improvements he may make on my suggestions for the figures, and to what specifications you guys want to make on these figures too. Maybe you want a Starkiller that is not in the same garb that I have him in right now. Who knows? But hopefully this definitely enhanced your decision to get those figures. Thank you guys again for watching, and I want to just say right now before I end the video, this is not a sponsored video by the Wolfpack Customs. This is a full third-party review. I just am a big fan of his customs, and I have a good amount of them. If you guys have not seen any of those reviews aside from this one, I'll go ahead and link the playlist right now on the upper right-hand corner. Thanks again for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, check me out on Instagram and Facebook, and of course, drop by my Patreon page to see if you guys can help support the channel. We will see you guys again in the next video. Thanks again so much. And of course, happy holidays if I'm not able to put another video out soon. Thank you, guys.